this is the coolest fan I've ever come across. So much technology on this guy right here. And what we're gonna do in this video, we're gonna unbox it. We're gonna demonstrate its capabilities, its power, its technologies. We're gonna open it up and tell you what makes it special, what makes it tick. We're also gonna put it on a voltmeter, watt meter, see how much energy this thing takes up. And we'll try to demonstrate how much power it generates. Welcome to Drone Tech Review. Not quite a drone, but it's got a blade. And it is so cool. It's got so much technology. I'm not a fan of fans. And this one has really caught my attention. You know, family bought it about a month ago. And every time I use it, I'm like, wow, it blows me away. Now there's 5 in the household. And this is the Costco version, SC15. There's a lot of WOOZOO globe fans out there. And this one, the amazing thing is in Costco, it's 36 bucks. Sometimes it even goes on sale. Pretty good packaging, made in China. But really, so much has been put into this thing. And the two things, nothing else. So simple packaging. The two things that are really compelling about this fan, one is the weight of it. You're like, wow, it's 4.6 pounds. So it is a quite, and you can see in the fit and finish, the materials, this is not like all those Vornados and Honeywell fans that I've been using that break after a year. This thing was made with quality, and I checked the warranty, 5-year warranty, 5-year warranty. So that's cool, because I hate the fact that we're in a throwaway society these days. You know, all these fans, I try to maintain them, lube them, and they have bushings, hey, or they have very cheap bearings, and they just wear out after a year or so. So 5 years means, I don't know if it actually lasts 5 years, but it means that they're confident to back it up within 5 years. So a nice cord. Plug is a little unusual, kind of long, but has a good handle. So just for kicks, I'm gonna put it in a power station. This delivers AC, but what's special about it is we can see how much it draws. So hopefully I'll give you guys some close-ups of how much power it is drawing. Okay, so here it is. Here is the fan, and right there, ooh, nice lacquer finish, white on white. Hopefully you guys will be able to see that. The power, so it's a what do you call that? Capacitive touch. So not quite press button or not push button. So it's a little easy to apply, and it's very sensitive. So all you need to do is touch it, senses your skin, and it's on. So I like that. So I turned it on, and it went to level 1, the most basic, most basic mode, and it's on already. And can't hear it, huh? So that is compelling option number 1. So it's got a fairly narrow beam, but it does rotate a little bit. And this is enough to feel that you can feel it and make a difference, and you cannot hear it. Level 2. All right, still very quiet. And in level 1, it was drawing 19 watts. Now it's drawing 28 watts. So 5 levels, so that's very cool. Not just the 3. And what they were able to do, 4 is strong, and 5 is like a turbo. Turbo is louder, much louder, and they say this can reach up to 80 feet, 84 feet. And you can see how it races. So with its shape and it's kind of a vortex, it throws a really it kind of has a rotating beam. So still not too wide, so it's no box fan. Okay, and it is drawing 44 watts of energy. So 44 watts, like a 44 watt light bulb. So similar to a kind of a circular fan or oscillating fan. So it is a powerhouse, and I wish you could feel that, but I'm going to keep using my fan there. And the interesting thing about it is it has 2 rotating modes. One right there. So the whole pedestal rotates. So not just the head. So that's on full blast. let's go number 3. So at least you could, and then the other part is if you press that same button of rotate, now it's going to rotate vertically. Why would you want it vertically? Many reasons. Not as common, but maybe it's on the floor and you want it, you're sitting down, you want it tilted up, so it's easy to tilt and it rotates as well. But the really cool part is this guy, and now it's doing both. So really, this is kind of mind-blowing. So it just spreads the air around, and really cool. I'm not sure you guys are a fan of fans, but I'm really starting to get into it because, you know, even in an air-conditioned room, when the air is moving, it is, you know, it really makes a difference. You know, whether it's a hot room, you don't want it too hot, but, you know, a normal temperature, or a cold room, you know, moving air, you know why you want to be in front of the AC? Because the air is moving. Not that it's colder when you're off, but it makes a difference, okay? When you press it again, it stops, so it stops that location where it was. And then it has another cool mode. Oh, by the way, when you make it rotate, it uses up 3 more watts of energy per rotation. So if you do horizontal and vertical, it's 6 extra watts. A couple other modes. An interesting one is a kind of a wind mode. And the wind mode is very cool. Actually, it goes from, it's between level 1 and level 3, so it's like a whisper, maybe even lower than level 1. But it varies. It just kind of changes its pace, kind of like the wind, kind of like natural moving air. Then a couple other modes on this is you can turn off the lights and you can turn off the beeping. The beeping is not very loud, but you can turn both of them off. And then there's a timer also. You know, just by pressing this one button here, you're able to do 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hours. All right, I'm getting a little warm, but I want the AC is off. I wanted you guys to hear the actual sound of this unit, and it is so quiet. I don't want to face it here because it's gonna buff it against the microphone. So the remote is right here, and they're all universal. So you can have 5 fans. You can just, whatever it's pointed at is gonna respond. So what we're gonna do next is we are going to we're gonna open it up, and I'm going to show you how it operates, how to clean it, how easy it is to open. And before that, and then in the end, I'm going to tell you about the weaknesses of this fan. Maybe it's not for you, okay? To open it, you just have 2 screws. They're more in the 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock position. Oh. And then there's 4 tabs that are holding it in. So I press it and release. And if you are the type that likes to clean super frequently, you know, maybe I will forgive you if you just leave the screws off. Because these tabs, you know, there's no way they're gonna come off accidentally. This thing doesn't vibrate at all. All right, so here is the cover. Notice it's like a tornado. It has these kind of a cowl to control the wind. Right there, and right here I noticed why this fan is so efficient, why it moves so much air. The first is the blades. Look, you can hardly see any space in between, right? So the blades kind of overlap. They're huge blades, even though the diameter itself is kind of small. And then the other thing is when I spin it, it just kind of spins forever. So high quality bearings. Look at that. 33. And then when I turn it off, the blades stop right away. Okay, so I'm going to plug it in on the same place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you its operation, especially the tilts, because they're kind of fascinating. So notice how quiet it is. Crazy, huh? Oh, both of them. Like a little symphony. So there's an arm on both sides that's tilting it up and down. Oh, now you can probably hear the buffeting. And then the rotation. Okay? What I can say before I close is there's a few weaknesses of this fan. It might not be for everybody. So the first one is when it's rotating, the controls are on the are rotating. So you kind of have to catch it. You have to be fast. Okay. The second, but that's the nature of the beast. The second weakness, I would say, is the tilt. So basically, when I'm rotating like this, okay, I go, okay, I want to stop that. So I stop it, and then I go, oh, but now it's doing both. So you have to scroll through 4 modes, and now it's tilted the wrong way. And for me to put it back, you can't just push this back. It doesn't allow it. So you have to do this. Okay, that, and then you have to double click. So this tilting is annoying. So you have to double click just to lock it in that spot. But really the solution is the remote. Just use the remote because they have independent rotating controls. Okay, the next weakness is the remote there's no place for it. It would be nice if it had a little cubby. Ooh, maybe right here. Oh, what? Oh, what? Maybe that's not a weakness. Oh, that is a perfect cubby. Huh? What? For the remote. Because I was going to say, you're going to lose this. All right, you heard it here first. New feature. It also has a keychain slot, so you can put it on your keychain. So I don't have a relationship with Costco. Amazon will rip you off, charge you $70 for the same fan. And there's some versions of this fan that are older. They're not as strong, they're cheaper. But this is kind of a $70 fan, and at Costco it's $36. So go get some. Thanks a ton, everybody.